Hi, good morning. Hope Sunday will be for everyone. And also yesterday, everyone would have watched the match between Rajasthan Royals and what you call the team they defeated GT. Because like in the yesterday's preview, I said team whichever winning the toss, they would definitely choose to goal because they see like chasing is a bit comfortable in the Jaipur stadium. But also I told you previous two matches whichever Rajasthan Royals played here, that also has been lost in the chasing. And also I mentioned it, even though you lose the toss, if you win the toss, you bat first, you score a score minimum or more than 215 or 20, it would be easy for you to defend in case if you bowl well. Same thing happened. GT lost the toss, but they batted first. Especially Sai Suresh and Gill have set up a very good platform by scoring more than 100 runs for the first wicket partnership, followed by some cameos by Washington Sundar and Josh Butler, and they ended up with 220 to 25 runs. And in the second innings, when they came to bowl, uh, Vaibhav Suryanshi played really well, but in the end, Siraj got his wicket with a short ball. Also, the batsman like Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shivran played some false shots and they gifted the wicket, followed by Rashid Khan when he started to pick up one or two wickets. He immediately penetrated into a team middle order and collapsed it totally. In the end, some false shot costed them the wickets and they ended up with 150 to 155 runs for. In the end, it was a comfortable win for GT and they have reached the second position. Coming for today's match, the most expected match you can say from CSK's perspective, it's against the Lucknow Super Giants, and it would be a day game played in Jaipur. When I say day game, you would have thinking about the previous day game, which they played against GT, where it was a 3 p.m. game and it was batted on a pitch where everyone thought like the pitch would get easy or slow down when they bat second if they score a big total. But the pitch had a little bit of moisture in the last game, and in the first six overs, you can see how Rabada and Siraj bowled well and they picked up quick wickets and made CSK to bundle out for 115 or 155. It was a comfortable target. I hope the same pitch will be used, but I don't think so whether they will retain the moisture considering what happened in the last game against GT because in my opinion, I feel like they would be using the used pitch which was used for Gujarat match, just leaving the pitch to break under the sun, making it slow as much as it can, considering that LSG has only one spinner in the form of Digvesh Katti. We don't know whether they would play Siddharth Manimaran or even Aiden Markham will do a couple of overs, but maybe the pitch would slow down without leaving any moisture. So, uh, team winning the toss is definitely in the last game they would batted second because considering the pitch would have some moisture and it would have definitely paid for GTC. But in this game, I think team winning the toss they would like to bat first because considering the slowness of the surface and the day game, if you bat first, you need to score at least minimum of 180 to 200. Then only when you are chasing, it would be easy for you because putting the target on the board on day games and bowling well because Chennai is basically situated near the sea side, so the sea breeze would be really coming, which would be helpful for the bowlers in the first 6 overs. But since it's a day game, the pitch would be very dry. We can't expect any moisture, so swing bowlers or seamers would be effective in the power play only. Post that, it would be like a normal game. So the ideal target would be in the power play, just score around 50 to 55 runs with a loss of one wicket, followed by the next 7 to 10 overs to just accelerate the innings by 30 to 35 orders, which would make the target to 85 or 90. And in 11 to 15 hours would be a very crucial part because here only the spinners would be coming to play. If you set the innings properly without losing any wicket by scoring around 45 to 50 runs, then you would be reaching a target of 135 to 40 in the 15 overs, and the last 6 overs will be accelerated. But if you manage to score anything around 190 to 195, then it's game on because the second innings you need to use the ground dimensions well, the pitch conditions, also the sea breeze bowl according to the lens in the sense like hitting the top of the off stump plate and try to bowl. No, don't try to experiment too much. Like when seeing the pitch, it is slower. If you keep on bowling slower deliveries, also batsman would easily guess what you do against them, what is your plan. So Consistency is the key here. Consistently bowl a particular way, the hitting the right place hard, make the batsman guess what is next coming. When you keep the batsman guessing and suddenly you deliver a slower ball or your it would be a perfect platform to pick up wickets. So follow this template and play away. Also, one more thing, what I feel like today, Akil Hussain and Noor Ahmed and Dikwesh Shetty, these are the three spinners only bowling. I would be especially looking the matchup between Akil Hussain against Mitchell Marsh and Nicholas Puran. See, Akil Hussain being a West Indian player, he would be knowing the in and outs how Puran is playing. Same thing applies for Puran also. He would be knowing what Akil Hussain would be bowling and what lengths he can cover. So, the specialty of Akil Hussain, I can see, he can bowl the arm ball slider in the sense what he would do when he's bowling to a right hand batsman, he would be moving towards the side of the crease, I mean the wider of the crease, and definitely the arm ball in the sense is if you consider the ball, you can call it as a one finger arm grip. He would be holding the ball like this. This is the arm ball grip. When he's trying to bowl, what he would do, usually players they release with the arm. When you release with the arm, fingers won't be doing any work. The ball will be traveling in this angle, whichever you are releasing. It will pitch, it may bounce, or it may sometimes go straight also, depending on when it is a slider arm ball, what he would do, he would keep his wrist like this, not he would release in this way. When he releasing, what he would do it like a swimming pool in reality. The fingers he would do like this when the direction and fingers are coming in this way, the ball would be like swinging ball. It would be like an for if he is bowling to a left-hander, it would be kind of an outswinger, and if it is a right-hander, it is an in-swinger. So what I said, since the sea breeze would be helpful, depending upon the breeze direction, also you would be using this delivery in a vital way. So this delivery would be key to watch in this match. Also, Noor Ahmed versus Rishabh Pant and Nicholas Puram. We need to see how Rishabh Pant is going to tackle Noor Ahmed in this match. Because sometimes Rishabh Pant, we know, is attacking batsman from the ball. One, he will be trying to counter Puram. If he doesn't get out in the first five balls against Noor Ahmed, definitely I feel like Rishabh Pant can score a half century or more. So the key factors is the use your power play, maximize, don't lose any wickets, set a good middle order pace, and in the 11 to 15 overs, don't slack up your innings, don't lose too many wickets, set a good target, and in the power play, you accelerate, score a big total, and you can win the match. If you are bowling second, you need to bowl really well, use the pitch conditions, dimensions well, and restrict the opposition to a minimum target. But if you are chasing also, the same thing applies. When you lose the power play maximize, don't lose any wickets. In the middle phase, spinners would be coming into play. If you counterpart the spinners really well, you can win this match. So everything matters here. The conditions, presence of mind, also catching. Don't lose any catches like what in the previous 3 or 4 games we observed the misfields and the drop catches done by the player. So don't do those kind of things. Follow the basics. Right? So also one more thing here, since it's a slow pitch, most of the bowlers try to bowl slower deliveries from the ball one itself from the new ball. So what happens if this is a new ball, bowlers what they are doing suddenly seeing the pitch condition, blocking this slower ball. Instead of releasing on the seam, what they will do if he bowls a cutter, he will be doing like this, just tilting his fingers in this way. The ball would be traveling. Since it's a new ball, it won't spin much. If it lands on the leather, it would rise up, or if it lands on the seam, it may not go in the direction. So it will go in the direction. Also, if you're going to bowl a slower ball like this, if this is the cutter, slower ball, what they will do, locking the wrist, and they will squeeze it like this, in this way. And this is like tilting, this is squeezing. So what if you squeeze it, it would be directly the dipping slower ball. It will be like a flighted delivery. It is typically a off spin or leg spinner ball. So in the midday, the ball will be rotating like this. Batsman will commit earlier before reaching the pitch of the ball. In this thing, sometimes you may get out and caught in the field, or sometimes if you bowl it a perfect yorker, you will get both. But with the new ball, if you bowl, it won't be that much amount of it, because since the ball is new, the pitch is slow, the friction won't be that much there. Since new ball, we know always it is known for bounce and swing. try this ball once the ball gets older after 6 or 7 overs, then it would be easy for you to stop the batsman. So my verdict is since CSK would be having a Herculean task, I won't say, but they need to pick up Marsh and Nicholas Brown because these two are in form from the last 2 games when also Marsh is coming back with an century and Pooran is coming back with some two good innings. So CSK need to stop these two batsmen. I think Akil Hussain's role would be very crucial in this part. And also, um, how they are going to counter Mohammad Shami and Prince Yadav in the first 6 overs because Prince Yadav is really bowling well. When you see in the last two matches, especially the Virat Kohli pick where he bowled a perfect seam ball, which Virat Kohli has committed for cover drive and unfortunately got in swing and ripped off his middle stump. So Prince Yadav and Mohammad Shami will be watched when CSK is bowling. And my verdict is this would be a 50-50 game, I hope. But if the team whichever doing good in both the phases, they would be winning this. And hope CSK does well today and make a win and climb up the ladder. Hope you enjoyed this video. If for any comments or feedback, let me know. We should be. Thank you guys.